you! It's you! Over here! Over here!
It's Sarah from the Good Hunter!
Oh, finally! I caught you! I have something I...
Oh, so it's...
You are close with her. Slave? I never knew...
Sorry, the Traveler Anyway, what was...
Oh, yes. I must apologize for being unable to visit the knights. Unfortunate. The problem is that the suppliers in Springvale say that deliveries have nothing to do with them. They're just responsible for selling us the ingredients.
What? No!
Please, ask Master Jean to send a... Oh, help at last. With Jean on the case, this will be...
Seems like everyone...
Oh, I nearly forgot. Charles the bartender said he's been... Why don't...
Fine. In for a penny, in for a pound is the Paimon way.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Jules from Liyue, come take a look.
Anything the knights can do for...
What do you think this is, kid? Help. Oh, yes. You're the... Great. Tell Jean I need... It's time to get Elzer onto doing the accounts again. I must say, though, the tax rate on alcohol in Mondstadt is pretty steep. That's mostly down to Master D...
Why are the accounts with Jean?
Acting Grandmaster Jean... After all, the one...
Paimon never knew that.
The acting Grandmaster...
Wow. How do you sleep at night knowing how much pressure you put Jean under?
When you put it like that, I do feel... Although, I doubt the acting Grand Master even has the time to...
Sounds like a poor excuse to deny Jean. Come on, let's go and...
You gotta try Dawn Winery's Dandelion Wine.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Commercial port in all of Tibet.
Hi there! I'm Charlotte, a journalist with the Steambird. It's a... Let's get this interview started.
Ready when you are.
Shower me with praise! Let the world come alive! Yeah! Sha! Sha! Yeah! Yeah! Let my name echo in song! Strike a pose! Sha! Nice and spicy! You're toast! I'm going in! Let the world come alive! Shower me with praise! Everybody stand back!
Let's get down to business.
Way now.
Finally,
Yeah. Kid, stand clear. Squirrel, Mark 2.
have a safe trip.
I'm going in! Eat this!
Not bad. It's good to get a little chilly. Let's begin.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Animal hypostasis emulation!
Have a safe trip.
Ad Astra Abbot. Ad Astra.
Huh? I don't think this place is hiding some terrible secret. That's true. Wait, hang on a minute. This isn't the door we came in through. Are we even in the library anymore? And too bad Lisa's not working today. Otherwise, new places are meant for exploring after all. You gotta try all kinds of new things to become a good and experienced guide. Ooh, look, a stuffed wolf! It's so fluffy and soft. Huh. Wonder who left it here. Oh, foolish traveler, you dare. We should probably just leave it here for now. This place is huge. Everything's ready. Let's go. Everything's
must leave no stone unturned.
Windblade! Yeah!
I'll race you there.
There you are, eavesdropper. The more, the merrier.
Leave it all to me.
Amuse myself a little. The more, the merrier. Let me amuse myself.
As a good knight
little.
should.
Oh, now you've got me worked up.
Let it rain.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Disappear! Windblade!
Look at me.
Time to clean up. I'll catch up.
You're toast!
Don't get frostbite. Cool it.
Steady as stone.
Boba, get them! Nice and spicy!
I must leave no stone unturned. As a good knight should.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Eat this! Boba, get them!
Dodge this! Don't get frostbite!
I missed a spot. Steady as stone.
Freeze!
Time to clean up. Leave it all to me.
Dodge this!
Nice and spicy. You're toast. Out of the frying pan into the. Everything's ready. Let's go. Hello, nice to meet you. My name is Xiangling. I'm a chef from Liyue. My favorite place. Everything's ready. Let's go. Hello.
We've got trouble. Cut that out, it's serious. What are you doing? Come see us in the speaker's chamber once you've cleaned.
No! Paimon's not done eating yet.
I wonder if they've eaten. Or if they've even gotten up. Maybe I should buy some snacks? Oh, don't tell me something came up on their way here.
Relax. I'm sure they're fine.
Ah, there they are.
Moika, see Lolly! We came running as soon as we got your message.
Thank you for coming all this way. Well, you could certainly say that.
Strictly speaking, I'm just passing on something I heard as well. Basically, the Wyab passed a truly shocking piece of news to me through the smoke last night. You're aware that Mawika's not the first Pyro Archon, and now, the Wyab have sensed a special surge within the ley lines. A truly ancient soul is about to return to the... His name is Xbalanque.
Xbalanque? But isn't he...
Yes, that's him. According to legend, he was the greatest of heroes and leaders, and the one who made a...
Hasn't he been dead, like, a really long...
Even in Natlan, it's impossible for someone as ancient as him to ever return. Still, nothing's off the table when Xbalanque is concerned. Hence why this really is something major.
Let me be clear about this. I did not mishear, nor is the Wyab mistaken. We would never jest about something like that.
Don't worry. Both the Traveler and I have complete faith in...
Yeah, that's the one.
As you can see, Lolly's... Still, it's understand...
Mawika, I hope you'll approach this with a measure of caution.
I do. Xbalanque's arrival will shake our nation. After all, we still don't know if he's satisfied with the outcome of this...
Wait! Do you think he'll come and find...
Well, you can't just up and say things like that!
That's actually pretty likely. Think about it. People in the same line of work tend to have some similarities, right? Maybe all Pyro Archons share my disposition.
I don't want to meet him! I haven't really mentally prepared myself yet for such a grand occasion. Anyway, my job was just to pass on the message and bring the...
Wait! Where are you going, Sea Lolly?
Back to bed! You have no idea how much that scared me. I was up all night. Ugh. Can barely keep my eyes open.
It's like I said before. Our cultural legacy shouldn't end with our triumph over our suffering. Instead, it'll burn. So, the pilgrim and this grand tournament.
Ooh, that sounds awesome!
Heroes are drawn to tournaments like this, and the news of Lord Xbalanque.
Huh.
That's right. Preparing supply. Traveler, Paimon. You are our cherished friends.
Paimon can do it.
Of course.
Sure! as our first
Looks like someone's in a good...
Of course! Paimon's here as a special supervisor this time! It's only been a few days, but Paimon's back and cooler than ever!
Pretty much all we...
Hold on a sec. Take a look. See that? Someone's fishing. It's them!
It's a quartet, you insolent ignoramuses! A quartet! How dare you treat the almighty Dragon Lord like a subhuman! If anything, I'm superhuman! Wait, no! Draconian!
Why, hello there, Ahau. And you...
We're fishing, Archon. Mualani says if we're lucky, we might catch someone really special. Yeah, like that punk Shibalanke. He's such a pathetic little... Ah! Lowly servant! How dare you beat up the almighty Dragon Lord for some ancient...
Ah, so you've heard about his impending return. Did Lali mention that to...
Oh no! Why is Shibalanke coming back now? Did we screw something up? We couldn't have, right?
Wow, that sounds just like her.
Ah! To be honest, it's been bothering me quite a lot. Under normal circumstances, it shouldn't be possible for us to meet Lord Shibalanke, right? Hey! We've got a bite!
Help! Help!
It's what's going to save your... Help! Hold your breath for now.
But would you look at that? You actually caught some people after all.
Thanks for your help. Otherwise, the two of us are in charge of transporting supplies. After safely delivering some of the equipment, medicine, and a few other things for the tournament, we had some time to spare.
Didn't warm up before going into the water.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We'll never forget how you saved us.
Well, you gotta give it to Mualani when she wants...
Then it won't be long before she reels in Shibalanke himself.
I was just thinking, what if he enjoyed swimming like the rest of us? I used some commemorative badges for the stadium as a special bait.
And before you say anything, anything's possible. On the off chance this'll work, it's worth a try no matter how unlikely it is. Just like playing the lottery.
Well, what about you then? Given your personality.
Ha ha! She saw right through you, my foolish lackey. Silly, naive child. Now, witness the scorn.
Thanks. But for now, what I need to do is check on... Seems like the people...
Yep, don't worry. We only came here to fish after finishing all of our work. We're all done, all three of us.
Mm-hmm. Everyone at the Children of Echoes has been hard at work, too.
Huh. Everyone,
Uh-huh, sure.
remind me again. Has Ahau done anything besides talk?
What are you doing to me, you son of a... hey!
It's always a party with those three. Seems like we can check up... Oh, wait, four! Sorry. Oh, check it out! The graffiti on the wall is glowing! Masters of the Night Wind. And by the looks of it, Masters of Nightlife, too. Oh, there she is, right over there. See, Lolly, didn't you say you were going to get some more sleep? Why are you still here?
The chief came to me for help just now. Not like I can just ignore someone in need and go back to bed, now can I?
What? You didn't tell him that you stayed up all night?
I just told him about Xbalanque's imminent return, and told him to be prepared. There was no need to mention anything else.
Right! You still got a reputation to maintain, huh? Can't have people thinking Granny Eatstily would lose sleep over something like this.
Ugh, now you're making fun of me too, huh? Ugh, so even children are ridiculing me now. This cannot stand. And you! Do you also think I'm just trying to keep up appearances? And you too! What about you, Mawika?
No, of course not. Relax, Seatlolly. Xbalanque was no ordinary person. He loved this land as much as we do and managed to forge a miracle through the ruler of death.
If that's what even the two of you think, that means I can go get some shut-eye then. You can take a look around yourselves. And if you need any help, feel free to go find the chief. Or Auroron. The chief should be overseeing the preparation of the woven scrolls. All right then. Good night, everyone.
What if I put this piece of rope here? Oh, and this wooden dummy. No? Then what about this?
No way, bro. That voice. Sounds like Auroron's talking to someone. What you up to, Auroron?
Oh, hello.
Oh dear. A bird?
No, a juvenile Cucasaurus. This one looks a little different from the others, though. Yeah.
The heck are you on about? Whoa, he's quick on his feet. For real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro? Did Paimon just say some... Oh, wow. No way, bro. What the heck?
Don't worry about him. He's just... how should I describe him? No, he's an assistant at Aoife's clinic, and one of my friends. His name is Kakuku.
The heck are you on about? Oh, wow. No way, bro.
Yeah, that's what he does. Those are all Aoife's catchphrases, so Kakuku picked them up after hearing them day after day. The last time I delivered some vegetables to the people of the springs, I ran into Ahau, who was there for a soak in the hot springs. Ahau and Kukuku were stuck in an endless back-and-forth argument. Eventually, Ahau got really agitated and just started immediately shouting, "No, you!" no matter what Kukuku said.
How unbelievably child.
They went on like that for an entire...
Wait, how do you know that? Did you...
Yeah, I did. It was so dumb I couldn't look. Anyway, I'm here because I'm trying to... Then how about...
Sorry, you're trying to do what now?
We've never seen someone so ancient come back to life before, right? So I wanted to see if I could intercept him. I've used it before. It's quite good at catching wild animals. Don't worry, though. I've already told everyone that there's a trap here, so they won't get too close. See, I've even made a notice board.
Good luck catching anyone with that.
No.
I'll admit...
Well, a chance like this doesn't come...
He says that, yet all of these look like a hunter's lethal handiwork.
I see.
Hey, not you too!
If the real Xbalanque does show up, a trap like that won't hurt him. We all have faith in him. After all, he was the first Archon.
That's right. That's also why I stuffed several layers of cushions and hay in there. If he really triggers the trap, he can just sprawl out and take a nap.
For real now?
Bro, stop!
Oh, wow. No way, bro.
Well, if you got time for this, then you finish prep.
You took the words?
So that's it. Sorry, we Masters of the Nightwind are broadly responsible for the woven scrolls and mental support. I provided some amazing supplies.
You've gotten quite good at dealing.
Yes.
Seems like things here are going smoothly. And
Bye, Aurora!
See you later.
So he also knows how to...
Huh? All right. See you later, my bros.
Oh, Moeka. Oh, shoot. What are you doing here?
Shilonen? What a...
Oh, hey there, Shilonen. Did you come here for work?
Auroron. Did he sell me out? I thought I asked him to not tell anyone that I was here.
No.
She's avoiding me. There are a few big pieces of equipment we need for the tournament, and I've been wanting to ask her to make them. I went straight to her place because I was worried she might refuse, but each time there was nobody home, and the neighbors said that she was busy. Turns out, she was here.
Wow. She literally ran away from home just to avoid taking work from you.
Okay, that's enough about me. What are you here for? Checking on pilgrimage prep progress?
Yes, and to see how everyone's doing while we're at it. Still, most everyone we've talked to so far has been pretty...
Xbalanque?
Wait, have you been so busy running away that you missed the whole memo about him?
Yeah, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, but if that's what Lolly's, everyone's reaction makes sense too.
I met a warrior from the people of the springs near the speaker's chamber a few days ago. He spent the entire afternoon pacing around the area. I asked if anything was
Paimon can definitely... That's why you want to hold the pilgrimage again.
That's right. That's the meaning of the...
I'm starting to like this new pilgrimage, but how do you feel, Moeka?
About Xbalanque?
Shouldn't you...
You sound like someone who's finally gotten the...
Hey, don't put it like that.
Really? How?
No.
You have...
Of course she does. This whole glorious righteous leader thing is just one facet of her. And it's the side of her you've seen the most so far.
Tragically, this is how my longtime companions think of me. Shilonen's always saying how awful I am.
Hey.
Sure, whatever you say. Come on, Traveler, Paimon. Let's head to our next stop. Oh, and Shilonen, now that you've been busted, be sure to stop by my office and pick up the documents I left for you. I wrote down everything you need to do for the tournament.
Good night.
And she's fallen asleep, just like that.
Well, she's gotta wake up eventually. Let's go. Good night, Shalonen. And sleep well.
Stop looking. I'm genuinely asleep now.
Doesn't seem like there's anyone.
Does that mean the preparations are going smoothly?
Of course, without a doubt. The amount of rest they get will directly impact their turn.
What are you guys doing here?
Oh, it's just...
It's been a while. How have you been?
Great!
Things have been good on my end, too. How about you?
Same old, same old. Back to the grind. Flying around to break up fights when they break out. Taking walks with my family when I'm free. You know, the usual. That said, I haven't had much work to do lately.
I take it that means there haven't been many fights?
Yeah, the war just ended, and the bonds between people have grown a lot stronger in the process. Hard to... I don't mind, though. More time for me to zone out. I just sit at a lookout point and tend to my weapons. The fresh air is also great for my mood.
Sounds like you've been doing well, then.
What are you talking about?
So, how have preparations been going here at the Flower Feather Club?
Ah, so that's why you're here. Follow me.
So this is the place you had in mind. Quite the view.
Yeah. You can see our whole camp from up here. We trained like this back when we were fighting against the Abyss, too.
You can see people talking and laughing, some holding boxes, others pushing carts. Even some who are using some kind of special equipment to scan the skies.
It's you, Pyro Archon, and the heroes of Natlan too.
Ah, shucks. Heroes of Natland? Paimon...
What brings you to the Flower Feather Clan?
That's right. Everything going well?
Please, rest assured, everything is...
Coach?
Hey!
Please rest completely and totally assured that with us here, we'll get...
Whoa, they're all so reliable. Like... Didn't even break a sweat, you said.
And that's why they call you
Paimon agrees! In fact...
So you think it's something about the...
Yeah, exactly! Now Paimon often finds herself thinking...
I'm glad you feel that way. It's not often that people can focus on the silver lining.
The wind is rising. I think I hear... I'll head out on patrol. Have a nice chat and...
I'd say that it's effortless. We've already checked up on each... Well, we didn't quite get around to the children. So,
Wait, so you mean we can get a sneak peek at what the
Say no more, or my...
cancer from this world?
If it's for the pilgrimage, it's gotta be grand. Yup, this round counts as a knockout round. There'll be other events as well, and the 8 contestants with the highest total scores will move on to the
Oh, you're
Yeah. A warrior should...
That's the most... Well, the competition...
Well, I'm glad you found this No problem.
Whoa, Malik looks so do you think that she seems a little bit different? After, like, you know, maybe in her sense of playfulness? She seems less serious than before. More willing to just loosen up and have fun. Whoa, you heard too? Oh, so that's why you called us over. It's all part of your grand plan, huh? Wait, Cope!
I'm ready.
Try and stop me!
Live commentary, huh? Very nice.
Rev the engines!
It's a piece of cake.
Huh? Did you hear that? Ah! Enemies incoming! Be careful!
Light it up!
I gotta say, this is pretty interesting.
Come on! You said you wanted to challenge people, so let them rise to the challenge! Good job, contestant! Here.
You're too...
Maybe it can't detect anyone under a certain height. Oh.
It's a solid course, but, there are For example, take the chase at the start. I feel like it's too short to separate the best from the rest. Why don't you find a few more people to test it out and adjust the distance based on their...
Ooh, you're...
Also, about the vertical section. It's only so-so, and contestants might get dizzy from the sudden change of direction. Also...
A ball launcher?
It's been a long time since I saw gear like this. This game can be played by... Want to give it a try? Thank you.
Come on, Traveler! You can beat her!
You played well. We can play a few more rounds when we have the time. No, we... Oh! Looks...
Ha! You know what they say, embrace... Bye, see you soon!
See you soon, Coach. It's not every day I get to call Yansan that. Did you see the look on her face? She almost jumped out of her...
You kinda enjoy messing with people, don't you?
Really? I never noticed. Anyway, we've been out and about for so long. You...
Well, okay.
Hey there, boss. I'm here with some guests. I'll have the usual.
Ah, Pyro Archon. Welcome, welcome. It's been a while. Glad to see you with our new heroes, too.
Boss, this is the Traveler, and this is Paimon.
Hi there.
Greetings to you both as well. You'll have the same as before, then?
We worked out today, so yeah, that would be great.
So what is the usual? Oh, come on, Traveler. You've never been so stingy even when we were low on Mora, so why are you going after Paimon's food now that someone's treating us?
You two are a riot. I get where the Traveler's coming from, though. You're too cute not to tease, Miss Paimon.
If someone's down in the dumps, your banter can cheer him right up. And that's not just from me, by the way. I've heard it from plenty of other people.
For real? So, were you teasing Paimon on purpose, Traveler?
Just leave it to us. Please wait a moment. Your food will be...
All right, eat your fill, Paimon, but just remember, the tournament is in 3 days, so try and make sure your food coma is finished by then.
What? Food coma? Huh. Don't know what you're talking about. Paimon will be there on time, don't you worry.
Don't worry, in the event that you do oversleep a bit, I have my ways of waking you up.
Really? Speaking of your ways, Malika, you still haven't told us about how you plan to find Xbalanque.
Oh, that? It's actually quite simple. Xbalanque is a native of Natlan. The records speak of him as a wise, brave, and upright man, and refer to him as the first son. People like that tend to be like me, passionate about competition. The more they disdain dishonest ways of winning, the more they'll celebrate a fair victory. You could call that a trait shared by all the heroes of Natlan. They're full of energy and passion, and
You mean Xbalanque might want to take part in this upcoming pilgrimage?
It's not a matter of might. He will. It's precisely checking in on the So, all we need to do is to look for him in the stadium on that day. As the first Pyro Archon, he should have no problem running away with the whole competition.
But isn't it a bit unfair?
When Xbalanque ascended, also my ineligibility.
That's kind of like Malika.
Oh, another good summary.
You're working on an autobiography?
No, I was joking.
Then, can Paimon have a super long type? So many dishes and such huge portions, too! Paimon spies mountains of meat as well! What?
You know this is just a normal breakfast, right?
Wait, what?
Our Archons always had a healthy appetite. Please enjoy the food while it's still hot. Food never tastes as good once it gets cold.
Judging the state Paimon ate herself into, I assume you'll be staying someplace close by.
Is that okay? Actually, since it's so beautiful around here, we were planning to stay in the area for a few more days anyway.
Of course you can. I'll go arrange some accommodation. All right, I'll leave you here.
All right, good. How do you feel? Want another drink? Then how about some dessert? Paimon still wants something sweet. Why are you looking at Paimon like that? There's always room for dessert.
Lord Xbalanque is coming back, huh? Oh, I didn't see that coming. Wait.
What kind of idiot do you take me for? I was just thinking about it. I mean, we just managed to defeat the Abyss for good and fulfill the wish of all the citizens of Natlan, past and present, so what?
Yeah, if he's here to help, the war's already over. And if he isn't, I just had a terrifying thought. What if he's actually some kind of villain who's come to steal our victory? Isn't—
What? No, don't be ridiculous. Novels are just fiction. Don't you dare slander our great hero. You're talking about Lord Xbalanque here, the one everyone calls the first son. Also, even if what you said were true, I don't think our Archon would lose. We all saw that one punch of hers. The power in it was like—
Yeah, I agree, but I bet Lord Xbalanque is no slouch.
Well, as someone living in this age, I've got to vote for our Archon, right? Live in the now, seize the—
And now that you mention it—
All right, enough with that nonsense. It's already super late. If we keep hyping ourselves up—
The way they're talking about the Archons dueling each other almost makes it sound like a beetle bat. Yeah. All right, Paimon's done eating. Time sure flies, huh? The tournament's taking place tomorrow morning. Hey, wake up, wake up! The tournament— Oh no, we've overslept! People—
Hey there, how are you feeling?
Malika, why are you here? Isn't the tournament about to begin?
Yeah, we're about to start. I'm here to pick you up. Put on your helmets and get on the bike.
Huh? Can we make it in time?
We'll take a shortcut. Sit down and sit tight. You can hold on to my waist if you get scared. Burn it down!
be speeding.
Oh, come on! If this counts as speeding, Mualani would have been arrested a long time ago.
Paimon's entrusted her life to you for so long, but only today has she realized just how unhinged the two of you are. So much air! And Paimon's stomach! Oh, knowing Barbados, he'd probably crack up if he heard that!
Huh? Barbados? Right, I almost forgot that you're friends with him. And the other Archons, too. Introduce me when we get the chance, would you? Never hurts to make some new friends.
Sure! Our friends are yours, too!
Don't open your mouth so wide. The venue is just up ahead. Sit tight.
How? Yeah! Darn it!
How do you like that? A short Flame Strider show to start us off, and to introduce and welcome Natlan's great friend, Tumaini.
Sure pulled off that stunt pretty neatly.
How can you call that a stunt? Wait, what do you mean, pulled it off?
Everyone, welcome back to the pilgrimage of the return of the Sacred Flame. Once more, I will say a few words before we begin. Bored? Heard it all before? The Abyss no... From now on, the pilgrimage will no longer serve as the prelude to a war waged to defend our land. It remains a trial to determine the strongest of... Today marks the beginning of yet another legendary saga, one written in the triumphs of the victors. So without further ado, let the...
Heck yeah! Leave it to us!
Oh, and if you find any leads on Lord Xbalanque, please pass them on to me. Thanks. I'm counting on you.
Let's go check on everyone and see if we can find any leads on Xbalanque before things kick off. Oh! Hi there, Eon-san! That's fair. Got it, thank you! Huh? Thank you, Coach.
Ha!
Woo!
Oh? Well, hey there, Traveler and Paimon. What brings you here? You... I'm not buying what you're...
The Traveler Still, Paimon didn't think you'd be taking part.
Though not a violation. Normally I...
Good luck then!
Well, aren't... Anyway.
So, what was that? Ha! Ding all of...
Of course not. I was using to be more precise. Still, nothing so...
Yeah, we don't have any leads yet.
Be on your way now.
Hey, Kanichi, gonna take part in the tournament? Best of luck, you can do it! Where's that? On a different note, have you heard... You're...
doing great. Ready to get out? I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to win again, but as long as I learn something from...
Yeah, having the...
Yep.
Oh, by the way...
Lord Shibalanke? A powerful figure? I haven't seen it.
All right.
I will.
Seems like we still haven't found any useful clues. Maybe we should just go back and check in with Moika.
Supervisors, your report, please. How are the contestants doing?
Madam Host, the contestants are doing great, and the competition is proceeding as scheduled. However, when it comes to...
No leads, huh? The competition is almost about to begin, and there's still...
Not what you expect?
Not necessary. Still, let's go give everyone a... I believe we're all... This iteration of the pilgrimage is the perfect chance for us to bid farewell, remember what brought you here, and keep pushing forward. This tournament begins now!
All right. Ready or not, here I come!
There's Mualani, a natural sports star. She's not gonna stop scoring.
I've got this. This round's in the...
Kanich is coming up to the trickiest parts of the course here. But is he slowing down? No! He's speeding up!
How's he so fast?
The gap between our competitors is increasing. Oh! Contestant Kachina has suddenly appeared from the sun.
This part's rough.
The competition has entered its final phase. Who will emerge victorious? We're about to find out.
Our champion has emerged!
Kanish!
That's amazing!
Yeah! That's our...
What? So not only is this little punk hard to kill, but he's good at fighting too?
You beat me fair and square, Kenny. It's funny.
Come on, dude.
Losing to Kanich isn't really a loss.
You've more than proven yourself, too. You can beat me up. Yeah.
You're both so good. But wait!
Wait, aren't we? Now that you mention it.
Huh? Are you saying that you beat Shibalanke then?
That's impossible, right? Could he have placed so well?
You mean, he might be...
Wait, I'm Shibalanke now?
I've got it!
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. This is...
Whoa, did Paimon... Still, that guy was almost too good, wasn't he?
Reflecting back on it, it wasn't because I could sense... Please, excuse me. There you are. No unimaginably strong soul aura, nor... But I know, beyond any doubt, that you are Shibalanke himself.
Huh? Who's...
Isn't that Mausao? Like...
What are you talking about?
Wait, So that...
Ahem.
Huh?
You recognized me? Perceptive. No less than expected of this era's Pyro Archon.
Forgive me for asking, but how did you do in the latest tournament?
I didn't even make it to the final 32.
No! This is a joke, right?
Out of my way! I've got to see Lord Xbalanque for myself!
As expected, your return has caused quite the commotion. Please, remain calm, everyone. Lord Xbalanque is one of the most
She's calling us! Quick, let's... Hey, wait!
Okay, this should be far enough. Sorry for making you walk all this way. I am Natlan's current leader and Lord Xbalanque. I said I was inviting you for a chat, but to be perfectly honest, this is also my first time doing something like this, so I don't even know where to begin.
Oh?
Oh no.
You mean you've never hosted a long dead guy on his first trip home before? No worries. It's a first for me, too. Wait, really? Hang on. You're telling me that neither you nor your companions know that I, Xbalanque, was totally... I see. In that case, allow me to reintroduce myself. I am the first Pyro Archon, Xbalanque. You may call me dear beloved son, or just Lanque for short.
Wow, talk about being overly familiar.
And these two are?
Allow me to introduce the Traveler and Paimon. They're important friends of Natlan and our companions. Great heroes who helped us defeat the Abyss for good.
Ah, I see. I was about to say, why did a child follow us all the way here? Though you could say the same for me. And judging by your expression, that's exactly what you're saying. And there's where you'd be wrong. This body belongs to a child of present-day Natlan. I'm only possessing it temporarily.
I see. Your physical body couldn't be revived, so you had to borrow someone else's. But what about the original owner? Is he, okay?
No need to worry. My existence has not affected this child in any way. This body's original occupant is currently experiencing a fantastic dream. I have my own plans, and as for my reasoning, you'll find out. Alas, this borrowed body is a bit lacking when it comes to exercise, and hasn't really trained any aspect. I tried my best at the tournament, but could only get so far given my physical...
Oh, that explains why you couldn't make a deep run. You're not used to this body, are you?
I wish that was the only problem. I'm simply unable to do a lot of larger movements. Oh, and my usual climbing and jumping motions aren't exactly suited for him. Also, you've got to be twice as careful in a borrowed body. If I pushed him too hard and got him hurt, I'd be no better than a criminal. I could never do anything like that.
Indeed. Still, the great shaman Citlali learned about your impending resurrection from the Wayup, but we still don't know why you've returned.
Oh, is it time to get serious then? All right, serious mode activated. Ahem. In any case, You've already touched on the top. I did indeed strike a deal with the ruler of death. I convinced her with the promise of perpetual existence. I told her that the plan would be... She assented to my request and became an observer of our tale. Seeing her interest,
So your return is a special favor granted by the...
More like a bet I made with her. Even gods have things that pique their interest. I bet correctly on the outcome of this war, so this trip is my reward.
How do you feel about the Natlan of today? Does it meet your expectations?
Oh, I like it a lot. Could you tell me more, by the way? I'd love to know how you managed to win the war.
As you know, ours was an exceeding... I'll skip over the most... The disaster struck suddenly, but even when thrust into battle against the Abyss, fate, and all the Pyro Archons in the last 500 years have devoted their lives to banishing... As for me, I decided to head 500 years into the future. That is, the present. So I might finally bring together... Of course, I had prepared for the worst. That I would awaken to naught but monsters, corpses, and ruins where our name... Had that happened, there would have only been one thing left for me to do. Fulfill my final duty as a warrior, and then... witness the end of the world. Still, the outcome proved that our faith was not misplaced. This victory, and the miracle that it created, is the greatest reward for all who gave everything.
Yeah. Had anything gone wrong, whether in the past or in the now?
I have always believed you to be shrewd. Surely, such a quality... Natlan was...
All these millennia later. And if future generations will call me the one... Beginnings and...
Please.
And that's the perfect You see, you don't have to worry too much about my second life, since I'll only be here for a single day. Like, from sunrise to sunset.
What?
That's why I said you won't have to worry too much about the boy this body actually belongs to. I'll be long gone by this time to... Besides, no one ever said I was actually going to return and stick around for years and years, right? This is just a short little outing back home, so I can see some of my compatriots again. Still, I've got to say, it has not been an easy trip. After being resurrected, I woke up in the home of a normal boy and wanted to take a quick dip to relax, only to have my trouser legs snagged by And once I finally made it to shore, I decided to take a stroll and see the sights, only to step into a trap along the way. Thankfully, the bottom was pretty soft, so I lay down and took a nap before...
This is so embarrassing.
After countless trials and tribulations, I finally managed to sign up for the tournament. But then, I ran into a girl who claimed to be a fitness coach. She insisted that my muscles weren't up to snuff, and made me do twice. Oof, you guys in the future sure have it rough.
Well then, what's next?
Oh, what a great question. I was just about to get to that. You're a pretty considerate... So, I do have a small... I managed to participate...
Why is he stealing glances at us like that?
Well, now that I've said it, care to help an old man out, hero? Ahem.
Very familiar.
Yes.
Using your current body?
Don't worry. I'll find us the first son. From the moment I first... Surely you shall not refuse me. Brilliant. In that case, let us free ourselves.
What is this place?
Is this a temple of the...
This is the land of the sun, created by my soul. Only the sun and those blessed by it can survive here. Me, you, and you. The sun, the other sun, Blessed One, and Blessed One.
We've been blessed?
The sun will remember the most virtuous stars. You are hope itself. The most radiant, most important friends we could have. We have invited you here, so you may
I see. We've manifested in an almost fully spiritual consciousness.
That's right. As I said, I knew you to be a born warrior. The great Xbalanque, impressed upon a child's body, found less than a third of his... But here, we meet as our true spiritual self. What makes a true hero? Which of these are you, Mawika?
You and I both know we'll never meet a better matched opponent.
Indeed. That's exactly what I've always wanted. As a citizen of Natlan, as the Pyro Archon, let us have a fair and honorable duel.
Our fight will end when the flame is extinguished.
Fine. You ready?
No. In war, there's no time for that.
The fire's out. Let's stop here. That was an exhilarating battle, Mawika. Looks like this old man's still got some fuel left in the tank after all.
You jest, Lordship.
Come now. Can't you tell I was making excuses for coming up just a hair short? Yet still, you actually won. I've always seen myself as the strongest warrior, but it would seem that the inheritance of ancient names has... I bear the name Kiongozi, the leader of our people. After countless generations, this name came to you, and you used the power it accumulated over the years to... This battle has been most... Take, for example, your... You neither overwhelm your opponent with sheer... It is thanks to heroes like you that your victory granted me this chance at a second life. Even the darkness of death that... Allow me to give you a present.
Ooh, there's a prize too?
My journey is complete. Use it to awaken those you wish to see.
What? So it's a blank check to bring anyone back for a time?
Though we both became Pyro Archons in life, we were still born into this world.
Thank you for the offer.
Huh?
The past lives on in my memories, and will always remain my treasure. Meeting someone we can no longer see again will only lead to more longing. Rather than cling to the past, we should enshrine it in memory. Ever loved and...
Mawika.
They were right. That's exactly the sort...
They?
Your parents, sister, those who walked with you, each and every one. Mawika, has one granted the special privilege to return, I can sense them calling for you and watching over you from within. Dear Mawika, our esteemed Archon, leader of our people, how have you been doing? We all miss you so. There are so many things we want to say to you, but if we... The war is over, Mawika. May you be happy in this era of peace. May you eat well, sleep...
These are all words spoken by the people from the past.
Thank you. Those who have gone before...
Mawika, my dear child, though we have ascended to Archonhood, never forget that we are still human. Live as you please, in this age of peace you forged with your own 2 hands.
Why so formal all of a sudden? Seriously.
Huh? Mawika, where are you going?
Ho-ho! Leaving already? Now you're the one acting...
Since we're done with all the serious stuff, it's time... Xbalanque. Doubt you've ever ridden a flame strider in your...
Never even heard of such a thing, to be...
Ooh, are you gonna take him out for a...
You're coming too. Come on. It's time for us to live as we please. Helmets on, sit tight, and don't fall!
Is this a board you can use? Playing with this stuff is part of everyday life, then?
Yeah, we're living good!
Ah, I wonder if I would have ever become Pyro Archon if we had had these gadgets around back then. I might have had a bit too much fun with them.
What? That would be terrible!
Agreed. Good thing they were only invented after I died, huh?
Looks like I really am better after all, for becoming Pyro Archon even with all this temptation around.
Point Mawika!
The hands of our friends the Children of Echoes are as skilled as ever. They were already famed in your era, right? This bike was built by their most talented artisan in this age. Speaking of which, we just passed them by. Sweet!
Is that Ochkanatlan? Ah, sure brings back memories.
Oh yeah, that was built in your time, right?
It's long become a landmark. Very popular with tourists, so I hear. They think it's a lovely place.
Is that so? So that's how you all see it.
Paimon thinks so too! It's especially stunning if you look at it from a spirit way.
The stories of the past become things people aspire to in the future. It's just like what they say. The apex reached by those who came before will become the everyday goals of those who come after. Everything is constantly changing for the better.
That's good. That's how it should be. I'll bring those words back to the Night Kingdom and share them with everyone there.
You can see the people of the springs from here.
They seem to be enjoying life. Just like the people of Natland back then. All kinds of things might happen during the day, but as the sun sets, you can always count on the people of the springs to relax by the water, playing their instruments and dancing their worries away.
Because that's their way of life.
Precisely. And so it is for every tribe. No matter how many years have passed, for the people who live here, some things will never change.
Well, you're the one most qualified to say something like that. So, what do you think? Satisfied with what you saw?
Very much so. Speeding across the water, the warm breeze against my face, it makes me very happy. I really do adore this world, just like a plant adores the sun. Thank you, Maoika. This has been a wonderful trip. Not that I'm complaining. This old man's had a great day today. Thank you, dear friends. I can still remember how nervous you looked when you saw me for the first time, Maoika.
Oh, is it all?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Well, time to go. Don't forget to lead a happy life.
Aw, already? Paimon's gonna miss you. See you later, Shibalanke.
I can no longer sense Shibalanke's soul. Well, thank you for accompanying me this whole time. Let's hurry back. You must be starving. Yes. After the end of the pilgrimage, there will be good food and plenty.
Do you think there'll still be any food left over for us?
I'm sure the feast has already started, but don't worry. I'm sure Yansan will. She's very reliable. Leaving the tournament planning to her was a smart move.
So she...
Yeah, I told her as... Seems like they've prepared the...
What thing?
See that row of braziers over there?
Oh, so that's...
Here, watch this.
Whoa, they're beautiful!
This particular kind of brazier is called a signal flame, and is reserved for those coming back late at night. The others set up an entire path using these signal flames to await our return. Those returning to the tribes must light them with their own hands. The flames will illuminate the path ahead and show that even if you're surrounded by darkness.
Archon! Traveler! Paimon! You were really gone a long time. We've already started grilling the meat.
We had a long talk with... More than well. Shibalanke... He's a very good man. He far surpassed even my expectations.
So the only reason Lord Xbalanque didn't win the tournament is because he was limited by the physical body.
That's right. But don't feel he had men.
Body and mind. Huh.
I'd say our...
Indeed. Everyone, a toast!
Cheer!
Hey, look. The kid.
Hello, Mausau. You're awake. This is the celebration feast for the pilgrimage of the return of the sacred flame.
Huh?
It's so long. Even my low...
I see. I remember Lord Xbalanque, our Archon, Mauika. I feel like I dreamed a very long dream.
It wasn't a dream. Your body did go through all the motions of the tournament.
You know, Mom and Dad always say that my health isn't the best, and I might not be able to do all the things everyone else can.
Really? Like
Yeah.
Then go and train hard, then...
Yeah, as long as you put in the work, you'll do great. I know it.
Yes. You'll turn out to be a truly...
Yeah. Oh, but the pilgrimage was only half of the dream. I think, after that, I somehow got into a...
Really?
I think it was...
That wasn't a dream either.
Huh?
I was hoping to save this until later, but since we're already on this topic, I've got another piece of good news to share. Namely, that we crowned another champion today. Lord Xbalanque and I engaged in an all-out duel, as worthy rivals from a...
Yeah! Amazing!
Come on, everyone, let's have another toast.
Very well. Acknowledge my victory.
Woohoo! Yeah!
It has been a super long and exciting...
Yeah, it's been... Of course.
Oh, right.
Hmm? No. The night is still young.
Lucky!
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of us?
Precisely. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play. Please.
That must be the guy Ayaka told it.
You must also... Tejima has protected this, keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any... But now, all of a sudden, we will gladly apologize if that's the case.
If you want my opinion, something to do with the vision, it's clear that Tejima had done nothing. I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could tell that he'd lost something very important. Truth be told, we aren't sure.
Seems like he's a well... You must be Tejima. So what's made you want to up and leave all of it?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what reason I would have to stay. True, but... And what made me want to come here? I don't have answers to those. In the past, I knew I wanted to stay here.
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you... But if you can't remember... Oh! Maybe if you just...
Oh, that reminds me.
I keep...
You do. And what's more, I remember...
Perfect! So if we want...
If you don't mind...
This looks like Tejima's... Let's see what... Today, I went kite flying today. The string broke, so I chased after it as fast as I could. I soon seems like your average... Huh? Wait, I went to pray at the shrine again today. Now that's the kind of info we're looking for. So this is the Omamori Teiji... interesting. But anyway, if he had this with him all the time, there's a chance some of his elemental energy... The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe Tejima must be something pretty amazing if it made him... It looks like... Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. So the reason Tejima... But he's been here for 30 years! Oh, well, let's go...
Well, I'll be... Still, over the years... And just look at... How could I have forgotten something so important to me? Love? Regret? No. After all, I've forgotten who she was. It's as if she'd never been in my life. I think... maybe not. If this is something I waited most of my life for... Although, what if she were to turn up eventually? When I think about it like that, how curious. I shall remain.
Tejima seems to be dealing okay, but still, it makes Paimon really... Seems it's just like Ayaka and Tomo were saying. That certainly explains the state At least we were able to help him. Well, According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost... They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma, the ones actually enforcing the Vision Hunt Decree. But why would they take action against one of their own? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's...
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation.
How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provision.
You dare to...
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this.
Oh, huh?
What? We heard the
I see. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he's keeping the provisions for himself. I just know it. We'll start...
No one seems to care about us. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. Maybe we should talk to Kurt.
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, my own family can barely get by as it is. That's
strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt Decree. What?
To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to remember the details. All I know is that I would perform certain things every month. But I don't... And... It's not...
Does it have to do with the missing emergency...
I didn't take any. Like I said, to top it all off, if you don't believe me, go...
But we better confirm... We should be able to follow their tracks. They couldn't have gone too far.
I wonder what's on the other side of the ocean.
We really outdid ourselves this... All those samurai... You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be... Today's just... You demand!
These seem like the treasure...
Treasure. Where's the treasure?
As a good knight should.
Fry!
Picked the wrong test subject.
Aw, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you. Kurosawa. So he's the one who sent you after...
So what did you see?
Food supplies. You kidding? That place was... I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it myself. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal?
You've got a deal.
Huh? What the... There's no...
Yeah. And they all seem to be made out to the... We better talk to this Miss Aoi. As for you guys...
So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Shut it. Let's just get...
Should I report this to my superiors?
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Or perhaps... Ah, so you're friends of...
Whoa! How did Kurosawa...
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large... However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOUs to cover whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
So that's how he was getting those... But why did he have to purchase...
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the... Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough. So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
Wow. And no one ever...
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. If you ask, of course, I'm sure there would still have... As for why he chose to spend... If you're still curious, why don't... I see. That reminds me, it seems that his vision was recently confiscated. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear...
Sword?
Oh, I've asked him about its origins. In hindsight, why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Oh, but before you go, if you would kindly settle today's bill.
But we did...
Information is also a kind of commodity, wouldn't you agree? Don't worry, I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing we ever discussed was explicitly confidential anyway. Oh, let me think. 2,000 mora should be a...
At least we now know where the emergency provision... Let's go talk to Kurosawa!
presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using... Did you manage to track down the treasure hoard?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your...
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was? I don't really have any... Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? But I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could see this sword was once wielded by my father. I remember what did he say? It would seem that I forgot all I can remember and said...
Hey! If you look carefully, can you recognize the words?
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition after all. But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need. The Tenryo Commission seized my vision, and the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of I'm incapable of being...
Yet another... When we get the chance, in any case, we must never let him sell off that... Yeah. Fortunately for us, you... Let's go find the... The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous... Paimon heard that he's the This is his dojo.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo...
Maybe, but things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken.
It's just because he's been possessed.
Hey there!
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No! You got it so wrong. We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep. But then we got here and over...
Please, accept my... You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to... I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Sensei's name is Domon. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He once said that his goal was to become the... And so, even while training us... But then...
Not long ago, he says the strange... Junya and I have... But if I'm honest,
The Grand Naru...
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. Not that we'd have any... So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going... The exorcism will take place this evening.
So, losing your vision can cause possession?
Shh. So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness Sensei just now, when Nanako was attending to him. She heard him whisper when she asked him who the people... It looked like he was in great distress. All the while he kept calling those names. One of them was Sensei wouldn't stop. The ritual has now begun. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If you...
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? We won't let them get away. Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious person!
How? Are you sure you're... Unless... I guess it's been a few years.
Excuse me? We're the ones asking. And what are you doing sneaking around these parts?
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Dom. I don't care to talk about that time.
His senior? Wait.
Anzai? Yes, because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him. When we were young, we trained under the same... I had begun training 5 years before. Practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art, but Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title... I thought so too at the time. But Domon began making swift progress in his training and even started catching up with me. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want...
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master. Of all the disciples, I was the most... Domon's arrival changed everything. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei, too. Sensei was after that So, when I heard rumors that he had lost, I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. So you see, I came here not... Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now.
Seems like we got it wrong this... Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him...
Does that mean he's...
Nanako, please.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant... But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have... And all is certain...
Lady Yai? Is that...
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Nar...
Correct. Lady, I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei.
Excuse me.
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Naru... I must leave now.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have...
Do you mean to say that Sensei is...
No! That's not what I meant at all. You misunderstood. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maid. Anyway, given that you've traveled all this way just...
Sure! After all, everyone seems pretty... Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to... You think that's Lady? Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look right at us just now? It was probably...
Keep away. Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword. Please.
As you can see, Domon has persisted in this state for some...
Lady Ai, it must... This is nothing like him.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by...
But... Then did...
Yes. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into... as one who is thrown into the... As for what has triggered...
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady...
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art. Stillness of mind. There was once... What then?
Lady Ai,
The path of the sword masters filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position of greatest. It requires one to take their... Only a deep when that ambition...
Poor sensei.
I'm sorry, Father.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that on? Did he follow us the whole...
Ansai. What? You're here for revenge.
You're right to assume that my feeling... It's been so long now that I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it... Now I know, but that is no reason to strip them of their...
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. If there's a chance they'll end up...
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, I can't know whether I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Goodness.
You see? You can place the ambition you want. Being stripped of your ambition is something that... So, just... You are not in the...
I'm sorry to have made you worry. No longer... But as your sensei, this is my promise. And I humbly ask Ansai.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore, so I will simply stop by once in a while to make sure you aren't cutting any corners with them. Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say thank you to Lady...
So even though his ambition was taken...
Traveler, a moment, please.
So, my intuition... The wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to the... For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child.
Ooh, Lady Yacht. She seems super We can come back to it another time. For now... Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Huh?
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to find... I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and...
Because now that you have done the 3 things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe, I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Mm-hmm. Wait a second. But isn't Toma your,
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open.
Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. Thunders roar, lightnings flash, but I believe that surely you... It seems that perhaps now you could... You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion...
Well?
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
So, what's the deal with this place anyway? What makes it your...
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land, and even to allow or deny access. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro...
Oh, Paimon gets it!
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city...
Makes sense. Perfect place...
In any case, we can talk freely here. I presume you have... Of course. They invariably adopt a stance. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's sudden decision. The almighty Shogun. I've seen... She inspires... It was her almost The issue is this. After all, because of this...
How can they be like that?
Nevertheless...
Resistance? You mean...
Yes. Many who have lost... To say a little more about Sung, but I do wonder...
Ooh, Paimon has a...
Oh? What would you...
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt decree is tantamount to challenging a deity. Coming to...
So what are we gonna...
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm that is being... For example, by providing Vision Bearers with safe refuge...
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who can make...
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with counterfeit visions.
Darn!
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before it would be exposed. Exactly. I feel the same way. But by no means do we intend to place... When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a firework...
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt decree, then you'd better think. Believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've seen the same unpleasant outcome time after time. You'd best.
Can't you make an exception?
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch. Psst. Huh? There's someone.
Come on, this way.
What's going on?
Shh, quiet. Just sit tight and watch for a moment.
Hey, this isn't right, you know. Huh? Hey.
Shh. If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
All right, all right.
Why?
What should we do now? This is your...
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost it.
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going...
Think nothing of it. I could tell... Oh, right. Allow me to...
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the...
Whoa.
Stop. As for thanking me, his handiwork,
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man.
Master Matsukatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say. Then it sounds like... But if I just march straight in there by myself... So, what about if I...
Sure, welcome to the team. Ayaka told...
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police...
Whoa, talk about a reliable source.
Not bad, huh?
Time to...
Please speak to President Song.
Should I report this to my superiors?
My store is offering the latest new...
Come on. I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away and... We should...
You sure?
Yes,
Talk about a big door. It seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Allow me.
Strike first! Yeah! Show me what you've got! I've been bested. I must withdraw.
Who goes there?
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it. These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
Teach me a lesson.
Soldiers, quick!
Yeah.
Steady as stone.
Don't hold back. Get them.
Time to clean up.
Allow me. Not your strike first. Quick. Show me what you've got. I dare you. Slash. I need to. Tell me what you've got. Train harder. Get them. Don't hold back. I've lost. I've been tested.
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
Teach me a lesson. Yeah. Show me what you've got.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Nice and spicy.
Freeze. Don't push your luck. Watch your step. Show me what you've got. I dare you. I need to train harder. Slash!
At the frying pan,
Cool it. Allow nothing to strike bastard.
must be messed.
Did you really think locking you?
Oh no! If we don't come up with a way way to break him out fast and...
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Ma'am. We were just teaching him a little lesson.
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission. Make way, let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulation. If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy of the Tenryo Commission itself. Do I make my—
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, this is our chance.
Yoimiya, are you...
Who is that? Quick, go in.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't worry, I've got us covered.
Huh? Was that an
It sounded like fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks were enough.
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know. I was particularly proud.
Yoimiya!
Well, fireworks are my craft after all. Every batch has to be spectacular.
Look, the coast is clear!
Master Masakatsu! Sorry.
Come on! We've got no time to lose! They could be back any minute! Oh.
Yes. He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate. But remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long until I bring him right.
Well... Phew. We're finally...
Yes.
Master Masako,
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirmary without keeling up.
thank you.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were able to rescue him. Right, Kujasara. Do you think she was making up for how the guards were treating him? It seems as though there are some okay people among the ranks of the Tenryo Commission. No, Paimon, how about we go tell Ayaka...
So Kujo Sara stayed her hand. It would appear she still has some honor to her. I wonder if we should try it.
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo Sara is also in her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the decree. This is why she was so willing if our true motives were ever
True. Though we are now one... You're turning out...
Indeed. But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt decree, it is time we make ready.
There's no need to rush, my lady. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least. Yes, and the number of...
A ceremony, you say?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with us. Anyway, with the Tenryo Commission busy with preparations, we should have a little more breathing room than usual.
You do present... Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us further. Perhaps... Toma, what would you...
I'd say a celebratory... Funny enough...
A hotbot game? What's that?
Simply put, every person prepares an ingredient to add to the hot pot. Once the meal begins, we add all the ingredients together. Then we take it in turns to close our eyes, pick an ingredient out of the pot, taste it, and anyone who guesses correctly can go again, and whoever finishes the meal with the most points is declared the winner. Don't you think it sounds like fun?
You really do want to... Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to gather some... Ooh! Paimon proposes we gather raging demon-level Joyun chilies, super salty ham, mist... This is already shaping up to be a hotpot to remember!
Oh, my stomach! It feels like Yoimiya's fireworks are going off inside me.
Who would have guessed that Toma would be the winner? He ate practically all those weird ingredients without a second thought. Toma? You okay, buddy?
Salt-crusted herring, unripe lavender melon, flash-boiled dongo, oh, and whatever that thing was that nearly froze my tongue off. Hold up, my life is starting to flash before my eyes. Time I call it a night, everyone.
You've only got yourself to blame, Toma. All those strange things you ate were ingredients you added yourself.
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think the Traveler ended up eating one. Boiling. Think of the texture.
I must apologize. To be perfectly honest, I thought the cakes would be a tasty addition.
Uh-oh. I'm definitely not okay. I feel like a new man.
You know, Toma,
Guess I think my luck has already taken a... So without further ado, I hereby declare that the...
Oh, bro...
Yes. If the Tenryo Commission truly is as busy with prep and with the extra time...
Let's all take some much-needed time off. Downtime is hard to come by. I'll tidy things up.
There's gonna be a...
Sure, why not?
Bye, Toma!